Hello, Clueless gamers. Welcome back to another Cluecast. It is your boy Nemesis, or Travis Crawford, joined by my friend Luke Car17, or Luke Carmichael. Luke, brother, it has been 20 million years since we did one of these.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks, but it feels like 20 million years, that's for sure.
It honestly, 2 weeks feels like an eternity. It really, really does.
Yeah, it does, especially when you're doing something weekly.
Yeah.
But we back.
We're back, and sorry for the hiatus, or whatever you want to call it. We're busy men.
Yeah, we have real lives outside of this.
Actually, Luke's a busy man. I'm just a bum.
No, you're a busy man. You got 4 jobs now.
Working on 4 jobs, just like you are. Well, you have had 4 jobs. You're just a busy bee, you.
I'm just busy, but I make it happen.
Yep, we make it happen. We play video games, and we talk about it here. So today, we're going to continue onto that trend, and we're going to talk about the highly anticipated, record-breaking new franchise, The Division.
Dun, 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 The Division.
You hear it. It's breaking all kinds of records. I'm pretty sure it just broke all Destiny's records from the year it launched.
It did. It's breaking the records, man. I got people left and right that don't even play games buying it, and they're like, dude, I bought it. I'm like, what?
Wow.
You haven't played games in years. Yeah, I bought it because it looked cool.
My new boss, he actually wanted to buy it, but he's like, does it take internet all the time? Yes, Tony. Yes. It takes internet all the time, so...
if you don't have internet for some reason, don't buy it. But if you're listening to this, you obviously have internet because we're on the internet right now, so no excuses. But anyways, so with that in hand, I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory. What have you been playing this week, Travis?
It's been The Division and the occasional Call of Duty.
A little bit of Call of Duty.
You play Call of Duty all the time.
I have been playing The Division and only The Division, and I don't see that changing for a very long time.
It's been an exclusive thing for you, eh?
Yeah, I've been excited for it since 2013, so it's been fun, and it's everything I expected at the moment. So
yeah, man. I would honestly be exclusively on The Division, but I've just been playing it with friends, and whenever friends hop on Call of Duty, I tend to follow suit. Not to mention, I got a brand new SCUF controller.
Gotta use that for Call of Duty.
That makes Call of Duty absolutely ridiculously easy when I don't get the buttons confused, but sometimes I get the buttons in my motor skills. When you got almost 20 days of gameplay hitting the X and circle button, when you add 2 new paddles in the back, for some reason it makes things new and hard to get used to.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't imagine, dude.
I wouldn't have any muscle memory built in.
Oh, dude, when I play Call of Duty, I don't even know the knife button. I use the buttons from Destiny still.
Dude, that's craziness.
I'll be trying to
melee people with
melee. R1. I do anytime I had the chance to melee, I just throw a grenade at them. That's
awesome. Well, here soon you're going to be changing those Destiny motor skills over to the Division stuff, where you're going to be hitting X to take cover and circle to vault or mantle over objects or jump.
I played GTA 5 right after the beta, right after playing Division beta. It was so hard to play any game after playing it because I was so used. Because we played it for 12 hours straight that one day. So the next day my fingers were ready for the Division, and I'm trying to go into cover. I'm like, what am I doing? This is stupid.
Well, GTA being a third-person game as well, I probably was kind of difficult because the buttons are different.
It was very weird, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But so tonight we're gonna be, it's gonna be very simple. We're gonna give our kind of review of the game, but it's the most simple review you'll ever hear. We're going to give you the pros, and we're going to give you the cons, and we're going to tell you what we think. That's it. Make it simple, so that if you don't agree with our con, you might agree with our pro. If you don't agree with the other, then you hate us. Just kidding.
You don't hate us. We love us. You love us. Everybody. ELE. What's that?
YOLO?
ELE. Everybody love everybody. I forget what movie that's off of. But for those of you who are sitting here dude, the last 4 out of 5 videos these guys have put out on the internet are all about The Division. Well, The Division is something that we find worth your while. It's worth our while. It's worth everybody's while. And it's breaking records all over the place. So it's something we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. It's so fun, too. It's the newest game that's out right now. There's literally podcasts that are just devoted to Destiny still. So, if we only do, The Division, 2 or 3 weeks in a row, I think it'd be okay.
I think it'd be okay, too.
But, plus, that's what people want to hear about. That's what I want to hear about when I get on podcasts. I'm, looking up Division podcasts right now. So,
yeah, and honestly, just a little disclaimer, we're casual at this point. We don't have we're not ranked 30 and getting all those high end pieces of gear yet.
Not yet,
but it's coming.
It'll be there eventually.
And yeah, that's absolutely a reason for being on the internet, looking for Division content to see how to unlock those things faster, or which ones are the best and which ones you should go after, and etc.
Which is really nice, because I've been having, I've only played for 12 hours because it came out and I was on vacation, so I just got back and I'm just getting little parts here and there to play. But I think I've caught up pretty far to you guys.
Yeah, you've hauled some bacon, so to speak.
Pretty much.
And that's something interesting, and coincidentally, not on purpose. We haven't had much of a chance to play this game together as we might have liked. So we've had different experiences with our journey up to the levels we are currently. And I think it's kind of cool because I've not done any matchmaking whatsoever. So I have my way of thinking about how this game is. But you, on the other hand, have...
I have some really different opinions, probably just based on the way I played it. I've played it probably a lot different. So, and I've been playing at a little bit of more of an aggressive pace rather than a strategic pace.
Let's kill this story mission and leave all the side missions and encounters by the side.
Basically, I got one story mission left, but I have 5 million side missions to do.
I also have one story mission left, but that left side, the whole left side and the bottom of the map, it's kind of naked down there and over there. That's by awesome. Way of side missions. Just because one of my main ways of getting nice guns is to craft them myself, and I love it. It's so awesome. So I look at those side missions and look at the blueprint reward, and that's what I love doing it.
That's awesome. Well, let's start with the pros then we'll go into the cons, and then we'll go into the results. Sound good? Unless you want to do cons first and then pros.
Nah, we can go into pros.
Okay.
Because cons will probably be a short list.
Yeah, it's not very long. Well, I think, first of all, they nailed it with the map. It is extremely detailed, man. Everything about it is detailed. All the way down to I watched a mouse and a bird interact with each other.
That is awesome.
Or a dog peeing on the car. That type of stuff. The detail, and that goes not just detail on the map, but detail in the gameplay. The movements. So that's going to be a con. There's some movement problems, but the overall movement, the way physically that they look when they're running around with a gun in their hand or aiming, stuff like that, dude, it looks incredible to me. That's what gets me coming back. I'll get on there and it just feels good. It feels good to have that power that you feel like you kind of have when you play. I don't know.
Yeah, and the ever growing of said power, because I honestly, my favorite part is the grind and the going after the loot and finding the nice drops and sifting through the good and the bad and breaking down the garbage and getting your stats up. And I like having
my real grind, that's for sure.
Oh, it's so awesome too. And the customization from building your own character. We've had a lot more experience with that now, and now we both truly have a grasp of what it is to when we say build a character, because you can get pieces of gear that make your DPS, which is damage per second, skyrocket, or you can get pieces of gear that can make your health really tanky, or you could have skill power that is really high. And I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and I see, this is the thing. Travis had that down his whole playthrough so far.
Yeah, I had a vision in mind of what I wanted.
Yeah, I didn't. This is sad, but so since I've been rushing through it, and I haven't really. I paid attention and kind of saw through stuff, but I really just got into it. I just figured out yesterday, and it was the fourth day I've played. I just figured out that your gear is bases. It's not just the number of it. They have
an armor rating.
Yeah, they have an armor rating. I thought that was what affected your DPS. So
gotcha. Yeah,
and your health, and I thought it also affected your skill power. I didn't realize if you put an armor piece on, it'll lower your DPS, but it'll strengthen your health. I did not realize that till yesterday. So I kind of had the lowest health. I had at level 23, my health was 2,500, and it was I was why do I keep dying so much? And it was because I was not paying attention at all to the armor.
Yeah,
I was just throwing stuff on there that was making my DPS go up, basically. I wasn't even looking at the health.
Yeah, that's one of the comparisons from Destiny to The Division that actually makes sense to me because trying to build a character that had a really fast super with the intellect, discipline, and strength from Destiny gave me a really good understanding coming into The Division with the firearms, stamina, and I believe electronics, which is what boosts the skill power. I could be totally wrong about that.
Yeah, it's electronics.
But yeah, those things in mind, it was just like the same thing almost plugged in from one game to the other to me. So I like having a higher skill power. I always look for stuff with skill power first because I really like my sticky bombs because they do so much freaking damage.
I love it when you're in the same fire team as me because anytime we go up to like a big group, like 5 of them are dead immediately because your stupid sticky bomb. It's great.
Dude, I always hit him with the 1-2 punch, the incendiary nade, and while that's lighting up, then I hit him with the sticky bomb. It's so awesome.
It's so awesome. Man.
Oh, it's so much fun.
So with that in mind, the actual like supers, if you want to call them that, or skill powers you have are really cool. Like there's a lot to choose from. I mean, there's 1, 2,
yeah,
3, there's like 10 or 11 of them, 12, 13, 30, 1,000. I don't have any other.
I think there's 3 main supers. You got the medical wing, the tech wing, and the security wing.
I meant like within those 3, there's.
Oh, you're talking about all the skills. Yeah,
all the skills that
there's
you get.
Tons.
And like the different and then past that, all the different like talents
mods.
That you can have.
Yeah, you can even mod the skills, talents, and perks. Perks are always active. Talents are a couple things. You get to choose 2 maybe, and then you get to mod your skill once. And if you have said wing, let's say right now I have the security wing 100% maxed out, so I could put 1 mod on and then the master mod to any one of those skills.
That's awesome, dude.
Like literally, if you're smart in this game, you could literally set yourself up to destroy in a way that you play the game, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool. And the thing is, like, you just have to be able to like think first. Like, I'm not good at that. Like the way I'm starting to get there, but like I'm always like get in there. I'm not going to think too hard about this, the strategy wasn't there, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like helping.
Well, that's honestly a fun way to play. Not in the sense that it's more fun than the way I did it, but you played it kind of blind at first, and now that you're getting towards the end game and you're going to have a better understanding of it, I would argue that produces a longevity for you that makes the game more exciting over time because you're by the time you're done with the game almost, you're just now starting to build and be picky with your stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Which is what I think they kind of went for most players.
Yeah, like right now I'm running the sticky bombs, like I said, but my perks allow my skills to have like a reduced cooldown time, so I can use that more often. And I have one where if an enemy is bleeding or is caused to bleed, any enemy around him bleeds also, which is cool because the sticky bomb causes them to bleed. So that's damage over time. It's so awesome.
It's beautiful, man. Like, it's just cool. Like, there's so much detail that went into making it so you can play the game the way that you want the game to play. And it's really cool, too, because there's a lot of, how you said it, the calculations with the numbers, the DPS, the way that things transfer in guns and how the system knows like what you need and it gives you the stuff that you need most of the time. Not always. It's kind of like Destiny in the fact that on your way to Endgame you get stuff, but I've watched a lot of videos of people that are getting a lot of high-end gear, a lot of legendary gear. Like they're doing really good. Or superior or whatever. But. Yeah,
so it goes worn, standard, specialized, superior, high-end. Is that the hierarchy? I thought so. But yeah, I agree.
And how about the story, dude? You know how worried we were about that being like
it is much better than I thought. Better than I thought.
And like there's actually a narrative and like there's not a whole lot of cutscenes and a whole lot of things happening, but there's so much narrative in the city, like where you find cell phones or you find like those cameras where you watch like footage of stuff that happened.
Oh yeah, and I heard there's something you can get for unlocking all those surveillance things. We should grind that out one day. But yeah, this is going to sound awful when it comes out of my mouth. So here it goes. the virus hits New York and it destroys the place. Total chaos. Mm-hmm. So the Division, first wave, fail. Second wave, here we come. We're getting through the story, and in the dialogue, at least in the dialogue, we're starting to hear things that indicate this thing, like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I it makes me sad. Like, I want you people to stay in hell pretty much.
Yeah, me too, because think about this. Like, this is one of the differences between this and Destiny. Destiny's huge, like, expansive environment, world. This is New York. When the virus is being beat and we kill all the bad guys, like, do just more bad guys come?
Restored order. We're restoring order, and things like people are going to go back to normal lives, you know, and that doesn't make sense for an end game for me. And like we said, we're not at the end game yet, but we'll talk about it in a later issue of Cluecast.
Yes, once we've actually gotten there and figured out, because I'm sure there's something that has to happen, but as of right now, it's kind of confusing to me, because I'm like,
dude, speaking of in-game, this isn't necessarily in-game, because you can literally go into the dark zone from day one, right at the beginning, but did you know it goes up to like rank 99?
Yes. It goes high as crap, man.
That is insanity.
I didn't realize that till today, because I saw someone was like 55. I'm like, you're level 55? How is that even possible?
Oh, man.
So there's going to be a real grind in there, because I'm level 3 in the dark zone. So
I believe I'm up over 20, but
I've spent 5 minutes in there. Legitimately 5 minutes I've spent in there.
I hit a bit of a wall, because going in there by yourself at a certain level, like if you're on the under-leveled side of the player spectrum or the player group, it's no bueno. Just no fun whatsoever to go in there by yourself.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Well, we'll be going in there soon. So,
yeah, for sure.
But overall, I think the game is great. There's lots of pros. I basically hit the ones that I wanted to hit. The map's great. The graphics are brilliant. The gameplay, like I just said, and the way that the whole system works, like how the weapons work, how the skills work. It's all done. Like, they took time, man, to make it.
Yeah, and it's hard for us to sit here and talk about it like so specifically, and it sounds like we're just kind of sugarcoating it and making it sound good, but literally, like, when it comes to the skills, the perks, the talents, and the building of a character, it's literally, that's what you do. You build a freaking character.
Yeah.
Like, and it might not aesthetically look a certain way because you can't get your slouchy cap, but...
Yeah, oh my gosh, I still don't have one. Oh my goodness. I don't have a slouchy cap. That's all I want. I literally have like 815 white hoodie jackets, but I can't get a slouchy hat.
Yeah, all I have is slouchy caps.
I wonder where my guy keeps all his clothes. Like, I have so much clothes. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. But
anyways.
Yeah,
so
guns. What's that?
I was going to say, you want to hit the cons soon?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to talk about guns a little bit and how, like,
guns,
the gameplay with guns. I like the fact that you can encounter enemies in different ways, whether you have a marksman rifle, AR, or an SMG, or even a shotgun. And likewise, when an enemy has a shotgun, I think it's really cool that when we're in a fire team together, it's like, oh god, there's a shotgun.
Yeah,
we have to run away. Literally, you call it out, or somebody on your team's going to die. That's how it is, and I think it's and that's a pro in my mind with the weaponry and the different play styles. Also, the difficulty of the enemies. Some of those missions are hard.
Dude, that one we did the other day, one of the like closer to the end missions. Dude.
Oh yeah, against the Last Man Battalion. Yeah. It's pretty freaking cool that you can tell a difference between the Rikers, Cleaners, and the Last Man Battalion just by how they approach you. You got Rikers who try to hit you with ball bats and rush you with shields like idiots. Cleaners who just have OP flamethrowers that reach 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah, like 30
and then
miles.
The LMB who pretty much come at you just like you come at them.
Mm-hmm. They'll like, if you're in cover, they'll come into your cover.
Oh yeah, and they flank you too. They will literally try to suppress and flank you just like you do to them.
It's crazy, and it's cool because I don't remember playing against AIs that are like that ever before in my life. So that makes it fun.
I do think that's on the pro list, but
they hit that stuff hard.
We can touch base on the cons. I got a couple. I'm sure your list is shorter. Actually, I don't really have a list. It's just a few things.
Yeah.
What's one of your cons?
My main one that I think I've found is just that it's a little buggy right now. Like, and this is just any game, but like some of the bugs are a bit much. Where like I wasn't able to get through a door and I had to like restart the game because these guys were just standing in front of the door, like other players.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't get through. One time I was in the middle, like almost finished a mission, and it sucked me into the building, and like I couldn't die, I couldn't kill myself. I even tried. It was like I was invincible. It was weird.
Yeah, I've had similar bugs, and that's honestly one of the cons on my list too, because I've had a similar experience where I was just trying to take cover, and suddenly my dude just stands up, and none of my buttons work. Yeah. I can't jump. I can't take cover. I can't reload. I can't shoot. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Literally nothing. And I have to die because of a bug. And
it's stupid.
It's a little not fun.
Yeah, especially I have one where this happens to me sometimes. It like gets off. It's like, I don't know what the word is. It like stutters. Like basically I'll press trigger to shoot and then it shoots 2 seconds later.
Yeah, see, I've heard that that's how the matchmaking is. Like whenever you go into a mission when you're match made, something's funky.
It was when I was match made. That's funny.
Like you can empty a whole magazine into an enemy too, and you like can't tell you're really doing damage because none of the numbers are showing up and it's not actually registering. Mm-hmm. I've watched videos and stuff, but like I said, I've really not match made anything by myself.
Yeah. So, that's how I did most of the missions.
Yeah,
when you guys weren't around, I just did those missions with
me and the number one bish just ran through the entire game, mission wise. It felt like
awesome, dude.
It made it a fun experience.
It did for sure. What's your like? Give me one of your other cons.
I'm gonna give you the plain and simple one, and a lot of you have already seen it if you've watched any of our old videos. Tire tracks piss me off, bro.
There are a lot of tire tracks.
I hate it. Like, snow's been accumulating for however long we've been there, and there's still tire tracks. Like, why?
Why does no car work? Like,
yeah, no cars work. And I guess
you can shut all the doors.
Yep.
Be a good citizen, but you can't.
Every door in the world is open. I think it would be a more fun game if you could like drive a car really fast, dude, or maybe awesome. if like during the course of the story, like the more stuff you get fixed, the more clear the roads become. Maybe,
and then you can that'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah, and then eventually unlock the ability to drive. Oh, that'd be awesome.
And then eventually it's just New York City again, like normal. You're just walking around, just being a abiding citizen.
Well,
you turn into a lawyer or something. Maybe. Get married.
That's how GTA starts.
Then it's GTA. That's funny. Tire tracks. Yeah, my biggest. I got another one that's crazy. Is the fact that in Destiny and some other games,
you're probably about to pull my biggest one right out of my mouth.
Probably. Do you want to say it?
No, by all means. I agree completely though.
In Destiny, if you're a level 0 and you want to get up to par with your friends can run you through the story, and you can level up quick, but you can also have fun because it doesn't change the difficulty for the player that is lower. In this game, if you are level 10 and you want to play with your level 27 friend, your level 27 friend comes in, it then adds like 5 levels to the players you're playing against, if not more, and you will not have any fun because you will consistently die, and that person playing is going to backpack you, and it's going to be tough because they're going to be by themselves.
Yeah, and that's literally how it is. And I can't tell you how it actually is in terms of, because I feel like matchmaking is where it kind of puts a mix of enemies, like an average of the player levels into the enemy level. But whenever you joined our fire team and we just took you into missions, it like literally put you against level 27 enemies with us.
Mm-hmm. And it was crazy.
And it was like we were joking around like, oh no, it's a good thing it's a player mismatch for the Dark Zone, because if Luke got breathed on, he's going to die, and next thing you know, we're in a mission and Luke gets breathed on and he dies. Kind of confirmed everything.
It was I got one shot by anything, an assault rifle, a shotgun, anything.
Fire, flamethrowers.
Like if a little bit of heat hit me, I was dead.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And it was frustrating to me, but like it was the first time we all played together, so I was trying to just be nice and happy that my friends were like helping me get XP, because I was still getting a lot of XP from it.
Yeah, and we thought it would be like worth it. You know, like it's worth struggling through this mission. Just two of us carrying somebody who is dying a lot because he's underleveled.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if I were to recommend to anybody, I'd say probably that's not a good idea. You're better off to just run the mission with 3 or 4 people who are your level, and that's unfortunate that's the way Ubisoft has designed this game because honestly, I feel like carrying you guys when I first brought you back onto Destiny and Shane back onto Destiny, carrying you guys up to a certain level was awesome to me. And it was a
like
whole
some type of fulfillment, you know, like you're proud.
Like I felt like a Master Yoda, to be real with you. We joked about it before.
Yoda. We called you that.
Yeah, we joked about it, but that's how it felt. And in the Division, it's just like, sorry, dude. Sorry about your luck. Sorry you didn't have as much time to play the game the first weekend as me. Like, you're SOL, and it's garbage. I totally disagree with that. And
that's the one thing I hate most right there.
And it honestly doesn't really promote new players either. Like, you either got the Division at launch and played with your friends, or
you matchmake, or you play by yourself.
Like right now, I can go somewhere and talk about the Division and talk it up. Somebody's going to be like, oh, man, that game's awesome. Sounds awesome. I think I'm going to go buy it. Joke's on them. They're really going to have a struggle.
Yeah, plus because then they're
because they literally,
I want to play with you, and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, it's not going to do anything for us to play these old missions with you. Like, unless you're just like a really good friend, you know what I mean? Because it's just gonna
that
be tough.
and just the fact that if you're playing with us, you're just going to die all the time,
constantly,
literally terrible.
Yeah, and it was good because I noticed. So now I'm around the same level as Caleb and Travis, the 2 guys I play with, and those missions we did last night they're fun. Or not last night, a couple weeks, whatever day it was.
Yeah,
they were fun. Like, I mean, I don't remember dying very much, and we did pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like I was dying constantly. It was actually killing people and stuff. So
yeah, it was just a more difficult mission that was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you couldn't play like an idiot, but you could pop out of cover and shoot some enemies like the game's intended.
Yes, exactly. But, well, cool. Well, that's the only cons I have. I don't know if you have any more.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not really thinking of any. That's pretty much it. Tire tracks and a couple bugs, laggy game, and maybe the server maintenance. And it seems like it's a lot of maintenance, and it's
like for 3 hours on
Tuesday, especially it was and there was server maintenance for last night, and I work nights now. So I get off work at like midnight, and I'm like, hell yeah, it's time to play the Division.
Yes.
And I get on, and it's like 10 minutes to server maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
You joking me? I don't want to play Call of Duty right now. I want to play the Division.
Exactly. It's like, this is the game I've been looking forward to playing all day, and now I can't because of the stupid server maintenance. It's because there's so many servers that are dedicated, so it's like freaking out.
Yeah, hopefully that subsides, but for now, I'm putting that on my list of garbage.
Garbage. Well, what's your overall opinion of the Division, my friend?
Well, thus far, I'm going to have to say it's definitely worth the play. It is definitely worth the play time. I've grinded several hours. I got probably close to 20 hours by now.
Yeah.
And I'm still, I still want to play it. Like, I always think about how pumped I was to get home from school to play Modern Warfare 2 way back in the day. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I was in school right now, I'd be so pumped to come home and play the Division, dude. You know what I mean?
If I was a little kid right now in school, I'd been playing all evening right now if I didn't have real responsibilities.
Right, and I'm with you there, but that's just how this game makes me feel. It kind of
puts me... That's great to know, dude. That's really good to know.
Like, I like this game, and I hope the end game is good, and we'll talk about that next week or the week after. Mm-hmm. I'm sure, but so far I think the pros outweigh the cons for sure. And by no means did we list all the things that are good about this game. Yeah, there's a ton more, but we just basically listed the things that stuck out to us.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I love it. I give it a big thumbs up.
You know what, though? Sorry to interrupt, but
it's fine.
One of the things from the beta that I had a big gripe about was the fact that you couldn't purchase a weapon skin. And I'm happy to say that you can now.
You can? Where?
Yeah, you can. You just upgrade the security wing and get the supply line, and you can buy guns, camos.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, man.
I have that, too. I'm about to go buy one tonight.
Right now. Get off. Podcast over.
Podcast over.
In the video.
One.
Cut. Just kidding.
I actually love this game. I give it a big thumbs up. It's what I expected. And I just hope, just same with you, I hope the end game's good, but I don't have tons of time to play, so I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time with this game for the next few months.
Sure.
I hope all the DLC is going to be good, but we'll talk about all that stuff down the road.
Alrighty.
So, but,
yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening. That was a good conversation. I love talking about The Division.
I couldn't tell.
But
Just like you don't like playing it, do you?
No, I don't stay up till 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning playing it.
Oh, man, it's awful. And this is going to probably pour salt in the wound, but I sleep until like 1 in the afternoon.
Dude,
after one of those
how tired
sessions.
I've been the last few days. Like I've been, especially with time change, I have been like a zombie in the morning. It is so
I could
rough.
only imagine, dude. I bet you're right.
I'm tired right now, but I like need to play it. I want to be level 30.
Like the Division. Hashtag rise to 30.
Yeah, that's funny. Some people are like, "You scrubs, we did it the first day."
Yeah, I
Shut
got
up.
tons of people on my friends list that are already 30, redoing the missions on challenging.
Same, but they're the friends that are on it like during like 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm like at work, so I'm like, you know what? I'm sure we're doing all right now.
I'd be one of those friends, but I've been sleeping.
You're like, I sleep till like 5, man. It's great.
Oh, that'd be OP.
That'd be crazy. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to like retweet us, subscribe to us on YouTube, tweet at us, follow us on Twitter. We're Clueless Gamers 2. Check us out on Facebook, like our stuff. Just follow us. We would love that, and we appreciate you guys listening to us.
We certainly would love that.
So, well, for Luke Carmichael / Luke Car 17, I love you guys. I know Travis loves you guys, aka the Titan Nemesis 3748 16. Just kidding.
My 12-year-old alter ego.
Yes, your 12-year-old alter ego is great, but
Guys, I'm almost 24 now. Cut me some slack.
gotta feel young once you're old. But all right, everybody, we'll talk to you guys next week. I love you, Travis. You're the man. Let's go play this. Let's go play Division right now. Okay?
You said Destiny.
I said Destiny. Dang it.
See, that's how ingrained this kid is. It's going to be the Division one day, I promise. And then all the new Destiny stuff's going to come out.
I'll be right back on Destiny, dude. And when that stuff comes out, you better believe I will wake up. We woke up at 5 a.m. We woke up at 4 a.m. when The Taken King came out and played
We
it.
did.
At 4 in the morning before work. That'll
really
happen
did.
again. So, anyways, goodbye, everyone. You guys rock. Adios.
Peace out.